us now, Chris. What is up?
I'm drinking beer,
Do you think
man.
anybody spanks it to us?
I mean, one can only hope.
One can only hope that they're watching our podcast going, I'm going to spank it to the two of them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
We can do like a Howard Stern in Private Parts where people, they had the big giant speaker and then turn the bass up and we just go.
Howard!
Yeah, I've learned by watching our streams that I need to realize that I need to close my mouth more because I'm always like my mouth's agape a lot of the time because I have giant teeth and big lips, so I need to fix that.
Giant teeth and big old lips.
I got lips like Mick Jagger, dude. You already know.
You got lips. You got big old lips. You're gonna need big old lips to suck this donkey dick.
Come on, dude.
Do you know what that is from?
Let me guess. Shrek.
No, that's the it was from a court case and Rick and Morty cartoonerized it.
Did you change the name of our podcast? Because it says right now that this name of this episode is episode 157, Judas and the Black Messiah, and same mod.
Gosh dang it. All right, I'll be back. We'll have to be back. There's nothing I can do about it. There's someone on, but I gotta change the episode name.
I'll be here.
No, you won't. You'll be kicked out. So boom.
All right, guys, we'll be back. Neil forgot to change the name of the episode. So we'll see you soon. Just don't go anywhere. So, Matt, you saw that too? Hmm. Ugh. I wonder who the person watching is. That's my question. Because I'm just stuck here. I'm feeling like Garth on Wayne's World, you know? Yeah, no. I feel like Garth on Wayne's World is like, I'm having a good time. Not. That's how I'm feeling. And Matt, just so you guys know, this will not be in the audio version that's released Sunday or Monday. So that's how this goes. Hey, dude, you're back.
Hey, you're back.
I carried that for you while you were gone.
You carried all of it.
Yeah. I was like Garth and Wayne's were like, I'm having a good time. Not. Yeah.
All right. It seems like we got everything working now. Everything's up and going. I got the title changed. We got the sponsor ready. We got you being butt naked, covered in buttermilk. Are you going to do that today, or is that next episode?
Whatever doesn't get us kicked off YouTube. Whichever.
As long as you don't show your wang, right?
Well, it's impossible not to.
No, okay, it's impossible. All right, well, kick that theme music, man. Oh, wait, yeah, go for it. You got the clips and everything, right?
Yeah. Well, we'll do that.
We'll do that. We'll worry about it later. I don't care. We'll just listen to them while we're doing them. All right, because we're already late. We're already late, Chris. I'm late, and the baby's yours.
Shh.
It's a show by Chris and Neil with all the great movies. They are the real deal. We watch them all, so you don't have to. It's movies that don't suck and some that do.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a new episode of Movies That Don't Suck and Some That Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And today we're bringing you 2 new movies that are out there in the streaming world for you to watch. The first one we're going to talk about is over on the Netflix platform, and that is going to be I Care a Lot, featuring
Rosamund Pike.
Nick and Amy will be gone. but then we never really existed. Nick loved a girl I was pretending to be. Cool girl. Men always use that, don't they, as their defining compliment. She's a cool girl. Cool girl is hot. Cool girl is game. Cool girl is fun. Cool girl never gets angry at her man. She only smiles in a chagrin-loving manner and then presents her mouth for fucking. She likes what he likes, so evidently, he's a vinyl hipster who loves fetish manga. If he likes Girls Gone Wild, she's a mall babe who talks football and endures buffalo wings at Hooters.
So Neil pointed at me as a vinyl hipster. I don't watch.
You're a vinyl hipster.
I don't read fetish manga, but I do have. I mean, I could show you the over 200 vinyl I have it behind me.
Yeah,
but,
you have a lot. You have a lot of vinyl. I have vinyl too. But so that was from Gone Girl.
Oh, fantastic movie, David Fincher again, and we love him.
Oh, Peter Dinklage is in this too. Don't forget the great
Eric's about
Peter
to level up. Eric's about to level up to Grand Sorcerer. I'm packing an ounce of killer shrooms. And there be monsters in need of pummeling.
I'm in.
Huzzah!
But that's from actually the Knights of Badasserdom, right?
Knights of Badassium. I was going to find Games of Thrones for his clip, but let's be honest. We all have heard, I drink and I know a lot, or have seen it on a t-shirt. I drink and I know things. So,
but also you could have done the Station Agent, right?
I could have done Station Agent,
Pixels.
Tiptoes.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great one with
Elf.
him in it.
Elf would be a good one too.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them I could, but I don't know, man. I just figured you got to give a nod to Knights of Badassium. It's not the best movie in the world, but it's a fun movie.
I like the Dink quite a bit.
Yeah. And it had Jason Stackhouse from True Blood was the main actor in that movie.
Not a fan of True Blood. Don't know anything about it.
Yeah, I'm a fan of True Blood. I got a quart of True Blood actually right over there.
Wait, what is it? What quart of
True Blood? Yeah, it was they made an energy drink that looks exactly like the True Blood.
Oh,
because True Blood in the I guess spoiler alert if you haven't watched the show ever. They made a synthetic blood that vampires could drink in True Blood. And that's what it's called. It's called True Blood. That's what the series is based on.
But is it like it doesn't exactly satisfy like a real blood was? Like kind of that same thing?
It's different, yeah. It's just, but it satisfied them enough that they won't want to kill you.
They do want to fuck you though, right?
Yeah. And then we got Isa Gonzalez is in this as well.
She's great.
She's going to be in the upcoming Godzilla versus Kong. She's in the Fast and Furious Hobbs and Shaw, Adalia Battle Angel.
She's
Baby
Alita
Driver.
Battle Angel. I remember her in Alita Battle Angel for sure.
And then one of the greats, the mom in every movie from like the 80s on, Diane West. Weist. Sorry, I always say things wrong. If you don't know that by now, Diana Weist.
I forgot to upload that clip.
You forgot to upload the Diana Weist thing?
Yeah.
Damn you!
Sorry, man.
Gosh, Chris.
I can do it real quick. I can do it real quick if you want. Just carry the show for like a second.
But Diana Weist, you would know her from everything. I mean, literally, The Birdcage, Footloose, Edward Scissorhands. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And I mean, Parent Trap.
Parenthood, right? Isn't it Parenthood? But you know what, dude?
No. Parenthood. I said Parent Trap. Why did I say that?
But you know what? Let's listen to it from the Parenthood right now.
What did you say to me? God damn it! You get back here! Open this door! God damn it to hell! I would just like a little respect. Not a lot, just a little. Do you know why I'm having sex with machinery? Because your father left to have a party and I stayed to raise 2 kids. And I have no life! God damn it!
Yeah, so
I love her. I found
it and uploaded it as we were saying it. So good job, producer Chris.
Good job, producer. All right. And to be honest, I am just a really big fan of anything she does. Like, she's always been the mom in everything. I mean, I don't know how many times you see her and you're just like, oh, yeah, she's obviously going to play the mom.
Yeah.
and then
in this one, she plays Story of the Grandma, though.
Yes.
Okay.
Something like that. No, she plays the mom. She plays the mom.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, you know,
But you don't want to
yeah.
you don't want to give that away. All right, and the second movie that we're reviewing this week is going to be Nomadland with the wonderful, the Oscar-winning.
Francis McDormand, right?
Thank you very much.
Oh wait,
Who's
wait.
been
You knew that though, but you just want me to say it? Is that what it
yeah?
was?
So you could play the clip.
You got your colors, you got your clubhouse, you're, for want of a better word, a gang. And if you're upstairs smoking a pipe and reading your Bible, while one of your fellow gang members is downstairs fucking an altar boy, well, Father, just like those Crips and just like those Bloods, you're culpable. Because you joined the gang, man. I don't care if you never did shit, you never saw shit, you never heard shit. You joined the gang, you're culpable.
Yeah. That's a
Yeah, that was from her Oscar award-winning. I mean, it's not the first time she won an Oscar. The first one was Fargo, right?
Fargo. She was nominated.
She was Dot.
Yeah, she was great. She was great in both 3 Billboards and in Nomadland.
I mean, there's not a movie on here that I haven't seen with her. You know, I think after I think it was after Fargo. It was pretty much any time I saw her in anything. She was even in Eon.
Here's what she won Oscars for. She was nominated for an Oscar, or no? You're right. She won for Fargo. She was nominated for Almost Famous and North Country.
Almost Famous.
Yeah.
I was trying to find the scene where she cusses out the rock star, you know, but
I'm
couldn't
the
find
golden god. But,
yeah. I was trying to find the scene where she cusses him. Well, not cusses him out, but it's like, you know, tells him how it is, like over the phone.
But yeah, she won. That. She won for Fargo and won for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri, 2017 film, which you both enjoyed, I think.
Yeah, and then the co-actor or the co-star in this movie basically would be the great David Stryhorn.
I believed 20 years ago, and I believe today, that mature Americans can engage in conversation and controversy, the clash of ideas, with communists anywhere in the world without becoming contaminated or converted. I believe that our faith, our conviction, our determination are stronger than theirs, and that we can compete and successfully, not only in the area of bombs, but in the area of ideas.
That was actually from Good Night, Good Luck. That movie from maybe, I don't forget how far, like
2005.
Oh, shit.
2005.
So, yeah, and that was actually directed and written by George Clooney.
I mean, Robert Downey Jr. was in it, George Clooney, Jeff Daniels, Patricia Clarkson. I mean, it's a great movie. And it's one of those ones that were like black and white because they're trying to make it feel old-timey and stuff like that. And to be honest,
he played Edward R. Murrow. Sounds just like him.
Oh, yeah. He did a great job, and he's been in everything too. I mean, he was in a Godzilla movie. He's in he was in Godzilla King of Monsters. He was, in Darkest Hour. He was in, oh man, there's so many here. It's just like, which ones do I pick and choose? Lincoln, The Bourne Legacy, The Bourne Ultimatum. He was in the TV series Monk. He was in. I can just list. And he's another one of those actors that just when you see him, he's gonna do good at whatever.
He's gonna turn on for sure.
Yeah, I remember. I think one of the first movies I noticed him in was The River Wild. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
with Kevin Bacon and John C. Reilly.
Yeah.
And he was the dad, and they were the two people taking him out on this float trip.
I gotta be honest, man. For a second, I thought you were talking about When a River Runs Through It.
No, it's like this movie where John C. Reilly and Kevin Bacon are like super freaking creepy.
I have not seen it. I should though, right?
Definitely.
Okay.
It was from '94, but it is one of those movies that it's just like, dude, it was one of those movies that you kind of like. It's kind of Deliverance. It's very Deliverance.
You know what we should do? We should give our information out, and then we should talk about our featured dude for today.
Artist for the day. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, so you visit online moviesdon'tsuck.net. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/moviesdon'tsuck podcast. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We also have Patreon, patreon.com/moviesdon'tsuck. We have a bonfire with a bunch of shirts you guys can get. You guys can just search Small Movies Don't Suck. Something to do on bonfire, and we'll pop up there. We also got stuff that's not related to the show that Neil's been making, so support his his trip to WrestleMania this year. And finally, we're on YouTube. We're on Facebook Live. I think 2 of you guys are watching us on Facebook Live right now. Yeah, and I think that's You can, and also every Sunday or Monday. Sometimes if I got really drunk Tuesday,
I got really drunk on Tuesday.
The
That's
edited
great.
the edited version of this podcast will come out, and I know a lot of you guys like to listen to it the audio version. So hey, not everyone wants to sit here and listen to our dumb mugs speak. So or see our dumb mugs talk. But yeah, that comes out, and this week we usually do a sponsor, but today we actually have a featured artist because Neil's all about supporting.
We are all about. Don't say just me. It's both of us. We love supporting local people or businesses or local artists or anything like that,
or independent artists. Even this guy's an independent artist.
Yeah,
who's
because
this guy?
To be honest, his name is Jose.
And guys, if you guys go ahead, sorry, I'm gonna interrupt you.
Yeah. His main goal is trying to sell his music and perform it. The most important thing is that he wants people to hear his music so he can identify themselves and heal themselves through sounds.
This is a little bit of Jose right here.
This is called I Wonder How You Will Be.
Where can people find Jose if they want to listen to his music?
You can find him on Spotify and on SoundCloud. Look up Jose. I Wonder How I Will Be. You can also, we'll have all the links on our Facebook and everything like that. But man, it's just a groovy sound. I've been digging it for the last couple of days, taking a listen to it, and I'm telling you, I love up and coming artists. I mean, I used to promote bands for years. I know you were in bands for years.
Yeah, this song, man, it makes you feel good. You know, like it gives
it's very
you that
calming.
Yeah, it's very calming. I was over here, I was like, man, I had a kind of hectic day, and just over here, sort of like, that's awesome. And he has a few other songs too. So find Jose. Not last name, just Jose on Spotify or SoundCloud, and I hope you guys.
We're gonna put links up and stuff like that. Because I can't really say the links because I got the links, but literally there's like, I think this one has 124 characters. So, I don't want to be that guy, but we'll put the links up for you guys, and we'll get that over to you because like
Jose,
we said,
I want to tell Jose thanks for getting in contact with us. So.
And like we always say, if you're an artist or if you're, a business owner or whatever, just let us know. And we'll be more than happy to promote you and what you're doing because we love you. We love you guys. We love everybody that's listening to us. There ain't too many people that we hate in the world. And if they are, usually it's just because, they picked on us when we were kids. And, like that one time in band camp.
Yeah. Okay. That was a little teaser of Jose's music, and
here in the comment section of all of our forums right now, if you're listening and if you're listening live, I'm just going to go ahead and put that link right there for his Spotify into our comic section, and then the rest of it I will put out later on this evening after we get done recording.
Yeah, and probably on Sunday too.
Yeah. So what have you been doing this week before we get into movies? How you got carpet finally? I heard the carpets don't match the drapes.
And not really. We don't have drapes on here, but it's in the basement. I've been waiting for the past 2 months for the carpet installed, and finally Sunday. It was fantastic. I'll take pictures and send it to you later. But I'm back in the basement, dude. It's awesome. I'm gonna spend all weekend putting
not
stuff
in the crafts room anymore. Not in the crafts room anymore.
No, I'm gonna be putting up the projector. Putting the projector and all the pictures they take down for the wall to get painted. But man, it's good to be back.
It's good to be here.
It's
good. It's good to be in your area. Where's your curtain? Usually you have that curtain. Did you take that down for the moment?
Well, it was taken down when they had to paint the walls, and I just been too lazy to put it back up. So
understandable.
Maybe next time, maybe next week we'll have the curtain up. But
I got a job.
Tell me about your job, pal.
I start Monday, supposedly. I haven't got an email back though. I signed they gave me an offer and I accepted. It's just a part-time gig doing
Mhm.
sales for a lawn care company. I'm not going to say the names or anything like that because
So
I don't want the
you'd be
two
going,
worlds to collide.
you'd be going in like is it for like recidivists and people that haven't signed up during winter or like do you know?
It's not people. It's for big business.
Oh, nice. Okay. Whoa. Ooh,
Yeah.
nice.
Well,
Okay.
you know me. I've always been really good at talking with people in big business, and
Mhm.
because I personalize everything. I don't lie to people, and I don't fill them full of crap. I tell them, hey, this is the way it is. Just like when I did loans for a living,
Yeah.
I had an 18-year-old one time come in trying to buy a $30,000, Dodge Charger with a Hemi in it, and I'm like, hey, look, that's great, but you're 18. You shouldn't probably buy a $30,000
Yeah. You
vehicle.
should wait for the man.
Let me find you the same exact car, used half the price, and help you out. And I did. I found her an $18,000 one. So but I could have got that $30,000 loan
Sure,
for her, but
man.
I got her in trouble. And I don't
Yeah,
want
well,
to do stuff like that. I want to
me
help
too.
people.
Sure.
And I talked to the owner of this company or the manager. I don't know exactly what the platform is of the place that I'm going to be working, but we talked for like an hour. And he's like 59, 60, somewhere around there is his age. And he was just the nicest guy. And then the guy I even interviewed with before him, I talked to him for about an hour. And he was such a nice guy. And they said, so, what do you feel like you want to do at this stage in your life? And I go, I'll be more than happy to work for anybody as long as they take my opinions, make me feel like I kind of matter. And then on
That you're
top of that,
valued. Yeah, for sure.
yeah,
that you're
yeah.
valued. We do.
Because I've been in promotions, I've been in sales, I've been the general manager, I've ran places for most of my life. So I mean, I just want someone to take my opinion, and then on top of that, I don't want my work life to overpower my life.
Right.
Like I don't want to be working 60 hours and not see my wife, not see
Yeah, man. That's a
stuff
big
like
deal.
that. And so yeah, we came to an agreement. They're really nice. To be honest, I'm actually pretty excited for this job.
I'm excited for you, pal. I can't wait
Yeah,
to hear about it.
I never thought I'd work in lawn care,
But here you are.
like ever. But
Yeah,
hey,
sure.
they're really cool. And if I work for a good company, I work for a good company. That's all I can say. Besides that, I've just been watching the whole complete first season of Night Court.
Okay. Real quick, I meant to ask you if you've what you drinking right now.
Oh, I am drinking this week. I am drinking my favorite Anthem Brewing, the Golden Ones. It is a Oklahoma City beer, and they put out great beer. This is a 7%er. This is usually what I drink. Has a little blonde hair person on it.
Mhm.
Woo,
Yeah, yeah.
woo, woo. It's a common. It's a common beer for me here because it's inexpensive. Gets me nice and toasty.
So I have a blonde beer, but strawberry blonde by Shiner.
Ooh,
yeah.
You and your Shiner, man. You love your Shiner.
Yeah, dude, it's like Coca-Cola to me. Like I just drink it all the time.
You want to go get a Shiner tattoo?
No.
Let's go get alcohol tattoos.
Dude, I'm not
Me
going
and
to
you
be that
together.
lush that does
Let's
that.
do it. Let's
get
just
the
do it. Let's
Jägermeister-
go.
Let's get the Jägermeister tattoo on our ass.
No, I'm not
but-
gonna get Jägermeister. I'm not a fucking frat boy.
But listen, so we're both drinking blondes, but I gotta tell you about blonde people in general. I'm sorry if you're blonde and listening, but I
Don't
trust,
stereotype. Don't stereotype.
I don't trust blonde people. I don't.
You don't trust them. Oh, I thought you were gonna go that whole blondes are dumb or something like that.
No, they're actually really smart. but that they're clever, they're sneaky little bitches. So I'm sorry.
They're
guys.
clever, sneaky little bitches.
I'm sorry, guys. If
You're a dick.
my best friend growing up was blonde, so
Yeah.
I don't think
My
he's
best friend
listening.
growing up was a redhead, and he
Mm.
was an Irish folk.
He was always trying to steal your soul, huh?
He was a man-ho, and then everybody thought I was a man-ho because I hung around him. That's a lie. I was a man-ho too. Anyway.
Oh, you know what, dude? We are 20 fucking minutes in. You want to start?
No, we're not.
talking about
No, we're
movies?
not. No, we're not. No, we're not.
How many
No, we're
minutes are we on?
We are actually 14 minutes in.
I'm looking at my at my roadcaster right now, and it says 20 minutes and 50 seconds.
Why
by
are
the
we
way-
talking about movies? What the hell?
Exactly. Okay, let's do this.
I care a lot.
I care a lot about talking
A
about
lot.
this.
I
About
care a lot.
this is directed by Jay Blakeson.
And written by him as well.
Yeah, so it's an auteur type thing. He hasn't really done a whole lot. I mean, he wrote the
No.
screenplay for The Descent Part 2. You know?
Yeah.
And he
And
directed
this,
he directed a movie called The Fifth Wave. Which
this movie was bought from the Toronto Film Festival,
Uh-huh.
I believe, was where it was bought from.
and it's I'm gonna go who's in it, dude? Who's in this movie?
First, we got Rosamund Pike.
Oh shit.
Then we never really existed. Nick loved a girl I was pretending to be. Cool girl. Men always use that, don't they, as their defining compliment. She's a cool girl. Cool girl is hot. Cool girl is game. Cool girl is fun. Cool girl never gets angry at her man. She only smiles in a chagrin-loving manner and then presents her mouth for fucking. She likes what he likes, so evidently, he's a vinyl hipster who loves fetish manga. If he likes girls gone wild, she's a mall babe who talks football and endures buffalo wings at Hooters.
And then it also has the Peter Dinklage, or the Dink, as I like to call him. I wonder what you think if you call him the Dink. Do you think you'd be okay with that?
I don't know. I don't know. He's an artist, man. I have no idea. Some things can hit people wrong, you know?
Eric's about to level up to Grand Sorcerer. I'm packing an ounce of killer shrooms. And there be monsters in need of pummeling.
I'm in.
Huzzah!
Huzzah!
Yeah, that's how I felt about it too.
Huzzah!
Let's just tell Isa Gonzalez,
Huzzah!
Diana West, who was
Huzzah! Sorry, I missed the Renaissance Festival. Anyway.
Diana West also is in this.
Diana West!
What did you say to me? God damn it! You get back here! Open this door! God damn it to hell! I would just like a little respect. Not a lot, just a little. Do you know why I'm having sex with machinery? Because your father left to have a party and I stayed to raise 2 kids. And I have no life! God damn it!
So, is this movie supposed to be shaming people for using a vibrator?
No. It was her daughter found her vibrator and used to get. There's a whole more of that speech. I mean, it's
This also
a bit
stars
from it, dude.
This stars Chris Messina, if you guys know him from the Mini Project.
Yes, as well.
Yeah.
And
Macon Blair's in this shit. Isaiah Whitlock Jr. Yeah.
Yeah, like this was a good cast.
Mhm.
And you want me to read that storyline, or do you want me to read the
Do the storyline because it's from Netflix. Yeah.
Posed with a shark-like self-assurance, Marla Grayson is a professional, court-appointed guardian for dozens of elderly wards who assist, she seizes, and cuddling Blakes through dubious but legal means. It's a well-oiled racket that Marla and her business partner and lover, Fran, use with brittle efficiency of their latest cherry, Jennifer Peterson, a wealthy retiree with no living heirs or family. But when the mark turns out to have an equally shady secret of her own and connections to violate, gangster Marla is forced to level up in a game only predators can play, one that's neither fair nor square.
So it's really hard R. It's
Hard
not like
R!
yeah. There's lots of language and violence in this movie. It's also just under 2 hours, so it's a good length for like a black comedy thriller type movie. Right? Would you call it black comedy? What would you call it?
Dark comedy. It's definitely a
Dark
dark comedy. It's
Yeah.
a thriller, and man, what's the best way to describe my feelings about this movie?
Oh, I want
I
to see right
hated
away.
everybody in the entire fucking world until.
Oh
the
yeah,
end.
this movie. No one in this movie is a good person.
No, they're all bad people. All of them. Everybody is a bad person in this movie.
So
It's
if
like
you
you're
want,
trying to find someone to root for, like you always do in a movie, and you
Yeah.
just don't know who the fuck am I supposed to be rooting for right here.
well, that's what I found interesting about it. You know,
Yeah,
like,
me too. Me
Yeah.
too. At the end of this movie, I was like, man, that was completely different than what you're fucking used to. Just throws
Oh,
you right
yeah.
off the rails.
Yeah, so me, I like a movie with a lot of heart, but it also needs to be balanced out with heartless movies like this. Because it's hard to know. It's not hard to know. You don't know who to root for. Or if there is only root for, are you just seen a fucked up story unfold in front of you? So yeah, man, I care a lot. It's clever. It has some twists and turns you don't expect, and then something do. The ending I was genuinely surprised by.
Yeah, and Peter Dinklage did a great job.
he's so good.
Diana Weiss was great. Rosamund Pike, Isa Gonzalez. Those are the 4 main actors in this movie,
They're all
and they
great.
knocked it out of the fucking park. There's a lot of hoopla about this because it kind of, I guess, people were upset because of the whole. I mean, like seriously, there's a whole. You can go read on Twitter and all that stuff.
So
There's
people
a
were upset about the guardianship sort of angle.
yeah,
on this?
about the elder abuse.
Okay. Yeah,
and stuff like that. But the thing is, this is just a movie, guys. I mean,
it does say a little bit. It
I
does
just
say a
want you to
little
know,
bit.
at the end of Boondock Saints, nobody really went in a courtroom and killed people. You know, it's not.
I do want to mention that this movie passes the Bechdel test all the way when it comes to, because I was reading, people were saying that they're glad that the villain's a woman. This movie, it focuses on both Marla and Fran as a I don't want to say power couple, but maybe right it's fucked up. This movie's really fucked up and really good.
It's all kinds of fucked up.
Yeah,
you're all kinds of fucked up. I'm all kinds of fucked up.
I try to be.
You have no idea what that song is, do you? All right. Anyway, it's a Buck Cherry thing. Anyway,
come on, dude. I want to mention something about Buck Cherry really quick, if that's
what?
Okay. Every time I see a picture of Buck Cherry, I'm like, are they all on heroin? like they look like the Rolling Stones if they just stayed a certain age.
I have a great story about my friend beating the lead singer Buck Cherry in a golf cart when he was racing him against a mini crotch rocket.
Tell me about it.
It has nothing to do with the movie that we're reviewing right now. Do you want to hear it? I can do it. I can do it really short. All right. So he was driving Duff McKagan. Do you know who Duff McKagan is?
Yeah, bass player of Guns N' Roses.
There you go. Good. So he was driving Duff to the stage at Rockfest in Kansas City, right? And Duff was upset because he forgot his jump rope. And so he turned around the golf cart to go back to the band village. And he gets there and he's like, hey, man, come up on the bus. And he comes up on the bus and it's Josh, the lead singer of Buck Cherry. And he's like, hey, man, you driving one of those golf carts? And he's like, yeah. He's like, you want to race? And it's like, okay. And so they race up a hill and Josh pulls out this mini crotch rocket motorcycle and races him up the hill in a golf cart or whatever. And he was racing him. And my friend, we'll just say his name is Yates. Anyway, but anyway, he goes racing up this hill and he beats him. And Josh gives him $100 or $20. I don't know. He handed him a bill. I just remember he said he handed him a bill. And so I was guessing 100. I don't know. Yeah, and Yates just said to me, he goes, the thing is, if I lost, was I supposed to pay him money? I don't have any money, dude. So yeah, that was the story.
That's a fun story. So we're back on I Care a Lot.
Yeah, I Care a Lot.
So
this is a messed up movie. It's a dark movie, but it's funny at times. You're gonna hate everything and love everything at the same time. I don't know. It gets emotions stirred up.
Yeah, it's a bit. A lot of people are gonna have a big question mark at the beginning of this movie. Did I like it? But I've had a ton of.
Am I rooting for the bad guy or the good guy?
Right? Or is there a good
every
guy?
moment? If you're rooting for her, you're rooting for him, you're rooting for her, whoever you're rooting for. Are you rooting for the bad guy? Because to be honest, they're all bad.
Yeah, they're all pretty bad. So yeah, I saw the preview for this movie and I was sort of rolling my eyes, but it really surprised me. So I'm glad this is on Netflix, guys. You want to watch it. I think
I'll give you my password. Just send me a message.
Dude, don't do that.
Just kidding. No, I don't pay for my Netflix. It's someone else's.
But yeah, this is definitely worth your time if you like dark comedy dark comedy, right?
Right.
But yeah, it's I care a lot. Do you want to give some quotes or a score?
Yeah, I'll give you a couple quotes. Let's see what I got. I watched it in the dark, so therefore my handwriting is a little bad.
Mhm.
There is no thing as a good person. Playing fair is a joke made by rich people to keep the rest of us poor. Having a penis does not make you more scarier than me. Hell, if your enterprise is a reflection of if your enterprise is a reflection of an American dream. A woman doesn't do what you want. You call her a bitch and then threaten to kill her. You're my guardian robber. I am. I am prepared to kill you to get out of here. Are you prepared to stop me? I cut all of her fingers off with a bread knife, and she is buried under a Jimmy John's. Being fair gets you nowhere in this country. Destroy the competition. Am I a lamb or am I a lion? Am I good at money or with people? And I am only just getting started.
So I'm gonna give my score. My
Yeah,
score
go for it, bro.
If you guys don't know, we do a score with 0 through 5.
0 through 5.
My score on this is a 4.1.
Nice.
Yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. My
And
brother
this
did
is
not.
this is the guy that wanted to switch this out for a B movie.
We'll talk about that next week, pal. But I care a lot. This was actually, I know last week we mentioned that we'd be doing Willy's
Right.
Wonderland and Nomadland, but Neil texted me, I think Saturday. He was like, "Look, do you want to watch I Care a Lot instead?" And I was like, "I guess." So here we are.
No. I saw the preview and it's like, this is the thing that got me. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Peter Dinklage. Period.
Mm.
Name a fucking bad thing that guy's been in. You
Pixel.
can't. No, Pixels was fun. He was great in Pixels. He had the cheat
Okay.
codes in his sunglasses.
Dude,
He was
okay,
fucking great. He
Everyone who's
wanted a
watching-
threesome with Sharina Williams and Martha Stewart. How is he bad in freaking Pixels?
So if you is watching that watched Pixels and liked it, I'm sorry.
Who here liked Pixels? Say yay in the comments below. But yeah, I always liked Peter Dinklage. And
Oh yeah, I love the Dink, man. I love Pete Dinklage and X-Men and everything he's been in besides Pixels. But
oh gosh, X-Men Future Days Past. Oh my gosh.
you know my wife didn't like that one.
She didn't like that was like
She-
the best one.
Yeah, she liked Apocalypse, which blew my mind. I don't like
Apocalypse was okay. I mean, they tried to tell a story. But
I really liked that Oscar Isaac was in it, but it just didn't do it for me.
yeah, I wish they could have made more Apocalypse more Thanos-y, like where he's the big Titan like he's supposed to be.
Full stop.
Mhm.
Well, I care a lot. What was your score on this?
Oh, you forgot to ask me my score and
Yeah.
you just ignored me.
No, I didn't know you. I
Yeah,
brought
okay.
you back on track because I care about what you think.
You're like my ex-wife, man. You
Fuck
just
you,
ignore
man.
me all the
Come on.
time. You just ignore me. Why don't you love me, Chris? Anyway, you man, 4.3. I got to go higher than you. I really like this movie. This is like one of the first movies in a while where they switched the script. They made it where you're rooting for the bad guy, don't like the bad guy. You like these people or not. You hate them, you like them. You don't know if you're wrong for rooting for this person or that person. And man, by the end of it,
Yeah, there's a lot like once you think it ends, it doesn't. This does have a message I think about capitalism, which you and I both have our problems with, I guess, in a certain way. But let's go through. What's the audience? We're gonna go to the Rotten Tomatoes, and then Neil always gonna guess the audience and the critic score.
yeah, out of a
I want
100%.
to mention that the audience now has a consensus. So
What does?
yes, the audience. So I can read what they say too. So
the audience has a consensus.
yeah, audience says. So go ahead and guess the audience score, and I care a lot. Spit it out, pal.
78.
35%.
What the fuck?
Audience says Rosamund Pike and Peter Dinklage do good work, but they're acting in a dark and ugly story. Doesn't get the audience anyone to root for. Which to me, that's more of a preference on how you feel about narratives, and not a reflection of how good the movie is. To me,
Yeah.
now what do the big bad mean critics give it?
81%.
80%. You're really close.
Whoa!
The critics' consensus is
Woo! I win at something. Yeah. Da, 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 da. All right. Anyway, what was their consensus?
their consensus is a searing swipe at late stage capitalism. I Care a Lot is an exhilarating pitch black comedy with a wicked performance from Rosamund Pike. Just so you guys know, Rosamund Pike was nominated for a Golden Globe for her acting in this. And it says musical or comedy, but she did class A work in this. You know, number one. But if you guys want to know more about late stage capitalism, visit the subreddit late stage capitalism, and it'll give you a lot of stuff to think about. Unless, of course, you guys really love capitalism. I don't know. Anyway, but the critics like this one. This is probably the biggest gap I've seen between critics and audience I've seen in a long time when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes. You know, there's over 1,000 ratings, and 35% is fucking low for audience.
Yeah, that's very low, especially for this movie, because I feel like this movie was really good.
So, I liked it quite a bit, but I'm thinking maybe some people were uncomfortable by not having anyone to root for. I can understand people who don't watch a lot of movies not liking this. You know, I think that's.
I don't understand how you cannot like this movie, to be honest. Like, I mean, it pisses you. You know what? I get it. No, never mind. I get it. It pisses people off. I get it. Because you think you're rooting for the good guy. You think you're rooting for the good guy. But they're all bad guys.
They're all bad guys.
There's no hero in this movie at all.
Yeah, but there's a lot to like about it, for sure. And I thought it was. Mm-hmm. I think even in the aspect of people, I thought it was pretty progressive. You know, in that aspect. So yeah, I Care a Lot,
and I really loved it. It made me happy.
Yeah. I Care a Lot's on Netflix. You guys can watch it right now. But you know what? We have another movie to talk about, so they'll have to please wait until this podcast is over to listen to and watch. Or what you could do is wait till the audio version comes out and watch it then. But do you have news queued up, pal?
You know me, bro. I'm always ready to give you some news. Now, this is the movie that don't suck and some that do's news segment. Did you just mess up the sound? Why is the sound all messed up?
What are you talking about? It sounds fine.
There it is. Okay. Okay, it wasn't on my side. Sorry.
Okay.
I messed that whole thing up. Hey, you know what? Let's take that again. Let's just start with hit the music again. I'll do it again. This is why we do this live, guys, so you can see what we do. This is the movies that don't suck and some do news segment. This is where I go to the internet, I find movie news, and I tell you all about it because obviously you can't click on things on Facebook.
Well, this is really just an excuse for us to talk shit.
Yeah.
Over here. Okay, I'm ready. All
right,
for
you ready?
To lay it on me because I avoid news for this segment. Honestly, I avoid news.
You ready?
So you tell me I'm ready. I'm fucking ready. Let's do this.
Who is your favorite character from Mortal Kombat?
Oh, Johnny Cage.
WE World Wrestling Champion The Miz wants to play Johnny Cage. If he is not in the first movie, he wants to play Johnny Cage in the sequel. Now, this is why fed our private feed back and forth, our private conversation today with just a bunch of Miz photos and different stuff of him. Look at him and tell me
he's
right.
Yes,
right. I mean, I know
wrong.
I'm a wrestling fan. Obviously, I'm wearing a wrestling shirt. I got plenty of wrestling shit and stuff like that. But I never even thought about that. But then The Miz in real life is the WWE champion right now on Monday. And then also on top of that, he does star in B action movies that he stars in. And he always says he's the A-lister. He is the awesome. You know, like it's just like it breathes Johnny Cage. I feel like that is like he should be Johnny Cage. No answer.
This is the part where you fall down.
Yes, and he would say that even in a match. Like,
So,
like I
can't, like, looking back on that Paul W.S. Anderson first Mortal Kombat, it is so bad. But when I was 11, 10 years old, that was the shit. So I'm glad that the new one is going to be rated R because it deserves to be, because the movies are rated R. But yeah, man, if Johnny, I know I haven't seen anything about Johnny Cage in the first one, but if the first one's good and the second one comes, fucking bring JC in there, man. You know, like, I want to see him. All right. But what else you got? Go on.
Paramount Plus, man. Paramount Plus. They're going all in. They're going all in, bro.
So what's on Paramount
movies?
Plus? Movies? Okay. Like
yeah,
what?
it'll be a lot of things. Let me tell you about it. This is what I'm about to tell you about.
Right.
Mission Impossible 7 and Quiet Place 2 will go to streaming 45 days after theaters on Paramount Plus. That's the movie side.
But you and I will definitely be seeing those in theaters.
I mean, if I'm got a vaccine at that point, yes, I will. As soon as I get a vaccine, I'll go fucking anywhere. I'll go to a strip club and be butt naked. I don't care. I will do whatever. But until I get a vaccine, I ain't doing anywhere.
That's fair enough. But when you have a vaccine, I hope you're still wearing masks.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, all right.
And the other thing with Paramount Plus is that they're working on a bunch of television shows or TV shows or whatever to figure out, or series, I guess is now what you call them, to figure out which one will be their series. So the first one that they're working on is going to be a prequel to Stephen King's Pet Sematary.
So a sequel to which one? There's
no,
two
a
of them.
prequel
To which one?
A prequel to Pet Sematary.
I understand, but there's two
It's
of
an
them.
origin
There's one,
story.
but this okay, fair enough. Is that a series based on it? I hope
It's an origin story of Pet Sematary. Yeah, they made two movies. There's only one fucking book. What do you want?
I want everything.
I'm just reading what's here, man.
All right.
They're thinking about doing a script. They're working on a reimagining of the 1987 thriller Fatal Attraction as a series.
I don't know about that.
They're doing a reimagining of the Michael Caine or Mark Wahlberg, whatever way you want to go on that, Charlize Theron series of The Italian Job.
Okay, I mean, there's two movies, the original and then the remake. I think the remake has
They are also right now. They're also working on a Flashdance series. Parallax, the new take on the 1974 starring Warren Beatty, and they are also previous series that they announced is The Offer, which is based on the making of The Godfather and Grease: Rise of the Pink Ladies.
That's how I feel about that.
Why don't you like Grease, man?
No, I don't like Grease. I'm not a musical guy. I know that probably you love Grease.
It's just a word. It's just a word. It has like groove. I feel like it has feeling. Because it's the word.
I know exactly what you're doing.
Groove, it's got feeling.
What you're doing right now is what I
Grease
did.
is the word. It's the word. What about beauty school dropout? No graduation day for you. Beauty school dropout. Anyway, Avatar Studios.
You're going ahead. You're going to cut off what I was trying to say. Earlier today,
Avatar
I was
Studios.
reciting lyrics from Vietnam from Regis Machine, and you're like, "What?" Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. What's Avatar?
I knew what you were
Studios
doing, but I was in the middle of doing stuff. Anyway,
oh shit! I see.
Avatar Studios is launched to create more TV shows and movies. They are going to be creating a whole division at Nickelodeon on Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Fucking do it, man. I like the Avatar Last
No,
Airbender.
they're
Have you
doing
watched
it.
yet?
They're already doing it. That's what I was reading you.
Have you been watched the Avatar yet?
No, I haven't, man. I've been watching so much shit, and at some point, I need to realize I have a life.
Okay, watch Avatar. You don't have to watch Korra the Last Airbender or Korra whatever.
Dude, I
that
can
one
still
is.
watch. I can still go watch Schitt's Creek.
Dude, you need to fucking watch. Okay, dude.
Make me a list. Make me a list. All right, make me a
No,
list.
Schitt's Creek is top of that list, dude. I can't believe you have not seen that show yet. You're here like, yeah, I'm watching this. Fucking watch Schitt's Creek, dude. You will thank me.
All right,
You will thank me.
Netflix
Netflix.
is releasing a documentary
Okay. about
called
what?
Operation Varsity Blues.
I don't want your life.
Way to go. It is about the college admission scandal.
The one with the mom from, or I'm sorry, Jesse's wife in Full
Aunt
House
Becky.
did that. Becky, yeah, Becky.
And Becky,
Yeah,
come on now.
Come on, dude. That's what it's about.
Actress
I'm interested.
Felicia Huffman from Full House and star Lori Longwood. Yeah,
Is she
they're
gonna
both in
play
it.
herself in this? Oh, they're both.
I don't know. I don't know. They should. They're both actresses, right?
Well, it's
Might
I'm
as well
sorry, it's
play-
a documentary.
No,
so
it's a
it-
documentary.
So it's documentary. So maybe it'd be great if they agreed to come on the documentary to talk about it, right? Can they do that,
Mhm.
or is it like illegal? Barred illegally from doing it.
I don't know.
Alright.
I'm ready. I want to see it. Ryan
Yeah,
Gosling is going to be appearing in a movie where he is a 1950s Hollywood star who loses his memory. He gets beaten up and left for dead in a small town in Ohio.
You know that Ryan Gosling, he became
awesome.
number one after Shia LaBeouf came out. Well, they came out that stuff that he did. Ryan Gosling, he's been a big man crush of mine. I can't wait to see him back because I know he's been sort of taking a step back from movies now. I'm glad he'll be in this one. So, Ryan Gosling, I'm ready to receive that cinematic hug from you. Let's do this.
Man, that is awesome. I would love to tell you more stories, but the problem is my computer just completely froze the F up. But then, okay, here it is. It came back. I got it now. All right, we're good.
We're good. Let's
back
do
in
this.
there.
Let's
You might have
Let's
to
fucking do it.
Yeah, okay. We can do it. Framing Britney Spears.
Yeah, I
is
think we
gonna
talked
get
about this last
sequel.
week. Oh, a sequel.
Yeah, because they have enough footage they can make a sequel because there's so much. And since
If you
last week,
could see me from
I
the
have
neck
watched
down,
it.
my arms are crossed. Let's tell you a story real quick. So a lot of times what bands will do,
You love Britney
is-
Spears and you have all her albums on vinyl?
a lot of time what bands will do when they'll record like 25 songs, right? And then they'll cut out the songs that don't fit in the track listing, and they'll what are you doing over there? Okay, what they'll do is they'll cut out songs that they don't want doesn't fit the theme, and they'll release a second release but not official album of songs that were cut from that session. I
Right.
feel, and those songs generally aren't better than what's the ones on the album. So I wonder what Framing Britney Spears 2 is going to look like. Is this gonna throw
I
off?
found out what no. I totally get you, and I agree with you on most of it. The reason my computer was messing up so bad was because my power cord was disengaged on my laptop.
Well, I'm glad
and-
you didn't fucking leave us here. Like I was like,
It was my battery was almost dead. I must have knocked it off with my big ass feet.
well, you and your giant feet. Was
Yeah.
giant feet mean?
My
You know,
God,
big hands, giant
big
feet. Was it?
feet? I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Anyway, Paul W.S. Anderson. You ever heard of that guy?
Yeah, he did Mortal Kombat and all the Resident Evil movies. Yeah, I have a problem with that guy, but go ahead.
He's about to adapt George R.R. Martin's In the Lost Lands.
Huh. I don't
Yeah.
know what the Lost Lands is about, but honestly, I know the type of movies that Paul W.S. Anderson
Starry
makes.
follows a city's desperate queen who wants to
hold
obtain
on.
the gift
Can-
of
can
shape
we-
shifting. You
we-
were asking. I was
Hold on.
answering.
No, can I make a guess real quick? Is Mia Jovovich
Oh
in
my
it?
gosh. Oh my gosh.
Is
I'm
she?
moving on. I'm
Is
moving
she in
on.
it? No,
I'm
has she
moving
confirmed
on.
to be in this fucking movie?
I'm moving
Tell me,
on.
dude. Tell
Yes!
me that she is. She
Yes.
is. Oh my god! I knew it. I knew. I feel like Paul W.S. Anderson is the guy that's around to keep his wife in work, so he's cast her in the lead that everything she's fucking in. All right, I'm ready. I'm ready for the next one.
Mila Kunis to lead Netflix's film adaptation. Adaptation? That's a word.
Mila
Adaptation?
Kunis will to lead Netflix's film adaptation of.
Luckiest Girl Alive. The Jessica
This is like
Knoll
based on.
New York bestseller.
Okay.
Now, the story itself is I was reading it, and then you messed me up because you like
I
doing
didn't do
that.
shit. Fuck you, man.
You
I
know
didn't
you
do
did. You
anything.
know what you did. You touched me in that bad place.
I keep on a little hyper today. I'm really excited to be on
You're
on
just
the
like,
mic
I'm
today.
just all up in your face, motherfucker. And I'm
Okay,
like,
so go ahead.
yeah.
Let's do it.
It is
Okay,
about a
so-
sharp-tongued New Yorker who appears to have it all. A sought-after position at a glossy magazine, a killer wardrobe, and a dream Nantucket wedding on the horizon. But when the director of a crime documentary invites her to tell her side of the shocking incident that took place when she was a teenager at the prestigious Bradley School, Annie is forced to confront a dark truth that threatens to unreveal her majestically grafted life.
So is Mila Kunis the only one attached to this? So far?
Right now, that's all there. That's all the news on that.
And it's a movie or like a series?
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's Mila Kunis. Of course, I'm gonna watch it, right?
Sure.
All right. Last but not least, this is what we're gonna finish on.
Mhm.
Okay, we got two of them. We're gonna finish on. All right.
Okay, fair enough.
Disney Plus is making a sequel to Tim Burton's A Nightmare Before Christmas.
What's it gonna be called? A Christmas for a Nightmare?
Sally fucks things up. It's all based on Sally.
So there's no Jack in this.
It doesn't say there isn't a Jack, but it's you know how Disney does things. It's under wraps.
Okay.
So Disney Plus will release a new book centering exclusively on Jack's love Sally following the events of Nightmare Before Christmas. Shea Inshaw, the Wicked Deep Winterwood will write the novel, and then the book will follow Sally and Jack happily married now. When their lives are thrown through a loop, Sally has accidentally let a mysterious villain loose on Halloween Town, leading her to venture out on a quest to other holiday worlds as the Pumpkin Queen to figure out how to save her home.
So if Danny Elfman is not signed on to do this, they shouldn't even do it.
Exactly. Last
What's
but
the
not
last one?
least,
Mhm.
it's a remake. It's a
Okay,
remake.
well, I mean, what the fuck is nowadays, right?
Yeah, right. It's a remake of Richard Bachman's movie.
Well, I know Stephen King's Richard Bachman. Which movie?
Good job. Good job. Richard Bachman wrote a book about a guy who goes on a game show that he has to go against gladiators to the death.
Blade Runner?
Running Man with Arnold
I'm close.
Schwarzenegger
I got the
is
run part.
getting a remake, and this is how it was secretive and everything. But guess who they got to direct it?
Who?
Edgar Wright.
Oh, and you're right. I support this decision just because of his involvement.
I mean, I don't know how you're going to go over what the Running Man was with Arnold Schwarzenegger and all them. I mean, because even though it is cheesy 80s action, and it is, I know it is.
It's
But
not
it
thrice
is-
the movie, man.
Yeah, it was a thing that literally predicted reality television before reality television.
That's true.
You know,
yeah.
And before Truman Show, before Ed TV, before any of those, Running Man predicted it many, many, many years before.
Can we mention this really quick?
Yes, I love you too.
No, you sent me a message. I think Monday,
Yes.
about the demise of Daft Punk, the band. The electronic group.
You're talking about Daft Punk? All right.
So Neil sent me a message saying how upset he was that Daft Punk is disbanded for one reason is there won't be a third Tron. But then I mentioned to him that there was a first Tron without Daft Punk, and
Yeah, right.
so. But Neil also was like he was upset about it. I mentioned that the Beatles in 8 years released 22 albums, right? In 8 years, and Daft Punk released 4 in 28 years. So I don't know how you feel about the Beatles. I think you probably like them more than Daft Punk. There are a lot of people out there that do not like the Beatles, that they're overrated.
Hey, man, one more time. We
What do
got
you
to
mean?
celebrate
Okay.
Daft Punk.
I mean, I'm gonna get lucky.
I mean, around the world. Around the world.
I gotta celebrate.
One more
yeah.
time.
Okay, but Daft Punk. I
You know, every
understand, like,
night I go out so I can get lucky.
I know a lot of people out there like Daft Punk. I just think Common Tits, man. Common Tits, they have 4 records, 20 years. That's a pretty good run. Honestly, 20 years, right?
No. They did a good run. By any means. Hey, whatever. I don't know why they're calling it quits. It's pretty dumb. Why would you?
Dude, they don't. They release a record every 10 years. I predict in 10 years Daft Punk will release a new record. I really do.
No. It won't be. It'll be called like Waffle Rock. And like
Waffle?
yeah, like Daft Punk, Waffle Rock. I don't know, a weird name following a music genre, and nobody will know because they'll be on that.
I was telling a few friends that we should start another band called Taft Punk, which would just be presidential paced electro house. So
I still like Masturbating Skunks as a great name for a punk band that no one's ever used.
well, there are a lot of punk bands out there that want their name to outlast them. Masturbating Skunks. I mean, it's like I guess it's not worse than Revolting Cocks, right? Like I guess it's
Right?
not that bad.
That's what, or the Queers.
No, the Queers isn't so
Just the
bad.
end of the news. Let's get to the next movie.
Oh, sorry.
That was the movies that don't suck and some that do news, where I read things off the internet and Chris acts like he's surprised because he didn't click things on Facebook or Reddit.
I mean, yeah, I look at a lot of Reddit. But yeah, so the next movie we're doing is probably the biggest movie that people watch right now. It's on Hulu, and it is called what?
Nomadland.
Nomadland, starring the amazing Frances McDormand.
You got your colors, you got your clubhouse, you're, for want of a better word, a gang. And if you're upstairs smoking a pipe and reading your Bible, while one of your fellow gang members is downstairs fucking an altar boy, well, father, just like those Crips and just like those Bloods, you're culpable. Because you joined the gang, man. I don't care if you never did shit, and you never saw shit, you never heard shit. You joined the gang, you're culpable.
This also stars David Strathairn.
I believed 20 years ago, and I believe today, that mature Americans can engage in conversation and controversy, the clash of ideas, with communists anywhere in the world without becoming contaminated or converted. I believe that our faith, our conviction, our determination are stronger than theirs, and that we can compete and successfully, not only in the area of bombs, but in the area of ideas.
So, dude, I want you to mention something real quick. I want you to try to pronounce the director's name.
Chloe Zhao?
Good job, pal. Awesome. I'm glad you got it.
Yeah, I know Chloe. She's done stuff before. I've seen her
Yeah,
around.
she did the writer, or she did songs by others taught me, and then of course.
Oh no!
the writer-
That's not why I don't. That's not why I know her name. Come on, look at her. Look at her at IMDb and tell me why I know her name perfectly.
Oh, Eternals. She's me directing and writing.
Yeah, she's doing a Marvel movie, dude. That's why I know her name perfectly.
See, here I thought you were being like I like film, but you're like, no, I like comic books. And here we go.
No. I like comic books. Don't get me wrong. I love comic book movies, but be 100% correct. And anybody can tell you this. Even my wife, and even my in-laws. I used to own over 1,000 VHS. 1,000 I used to own over 4,000 DVDs.
Do you know why I don't collect DVDs or movies for that reason?
Well, I
is
don't
that
anymore, but I mean, because now you can get them anywhere on streaming or
that's
downloads
not,
or whatever.
yeah, that's part of it. But like, I would still be buying DVDs, and I just probably have a whole fucking room of them. So instead, I chose one: either collect vinyl or collect DVDs, and here I am collecting vinyl. So
I used
stopped
to
by-
have two full bookcases full of nothing but VHS, not a VHS, but the DVDs.
How much
and
did Half Price Books give you for that?
I didn't even take them there. I took them to
Okay.
like I when I got rid of them, I didn't care about money. I was just like, I just need to get rid of these. And
Do you want
man,
to read the
it was
storyline for Nomadland?
Oh, I got to read this stuff now.
Yeah, you got
Dang
to,
it.
man, because
You
I've been
never let
talking a
me
lot.
do. You never
Oh,
let me
sh-
do anything I want to do. Following the economic collapse of a company town in rural Nevada, Fern packs her van and sets off on the road, exploring a life outside of the conventional society as a modern day nomad. The third feature film from director Chloe Zhao, Nomadland features real nomads Linda, May, Schwanky, and Bob's Wells as Fern's mentors and comrades in exploration through the vast landscape of the American West.
So people are calling this a
Hey,
modern
hey,
day
hey,
western.
hey. I'm gonna pause. And I know we got viewers and stuff like that.
Do you really have
But
to pee or something?
yes, I do so bad. I really got to go to the restroom.
I'll tell a
And
story. I'll tell a story.
Tell a story here. Tell the story about the time I tried to get you to meet that musician that you were embarrassed to meet
Okay,
at
so
the
me
right
and-
room.
Okay, so me and Neil, we went and got. Well, I asked him if he wanted a show for me, and we went and saw Craig Finn. And you guys know Craig Finn. He's a lead singer for the Hold Steady, and who was opening for him is John K. Sampson. I'm a giant fan of John K. Sampson. He is used to be in the Weakerthans. He used to be in a band called Propaganda, a punk band, and then he did the Weakerthans. And now he's doing his own solo stuff, and it's fantastic. So we went there, and I saw John K. At his booth, and I was terrified to go up there because I know Neil. Neil would give me try to meet people that I'm scared of meeting, because I am a guy who I get starstruck easy, right? And he's not started anyone else; it was just him. But Neil went ahead and just basically pushed me forward. I met John K. I bought a poster from him, and I asked him if he'd sign it later, which he did. It was really cool. John K. Sampson was really awesome, and I realized that if I go to a show, Neil's a good person to have around because he'll get me to realize that these musicians I adore are just regular ass people. So
Well,
that's
I
just-
mean, the one thing that you forgot to say on that was that also you didn't really say anything.
I did.
I mean, I was listening the whole time. You wouldn't even say anything, and I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, man, I really don't know you, but my friend here really digs your shit, man, and we're here to see you, and I hope you do a good show because I want to dig your shit too."
You
And,
enjoyed it. I knew you.
Oh,
Really,
yeah, it was a good show. He was really, really good. So was the opening band, or no, the band he opened for.
Craig
There's another
Finn,
band after
Craig
him,
Finn,
right?
Yeah, Craig Finn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, all bands that night were actually really, really good. I was really surprised.
Were you surprised?
Huh?
Okay, so this movie is based on a book by.
All right, back to the podcast.
okay.
You won't hear that part of the podcast. This you will. Let's continue. Let's go back into Nomadland.
Starting now. Okay, so this movie is actually based on a book by Jessica Bruder that Chloe Zhao wrote. Jessica Bruder, she wrote a book called Nomadland, but what Jessica Zhao did, she took that book sort of like a landscape and created the fair character Fern, who's played by Frances McDormand. This movie takes place in 2011. So right after the economic collapse of 2008, that sort of area.
Mhm.
This movie is very real. It's very raw.
It's
And-
very raw. It's very in your face, man.
It's
It's
also-
here.
It's about people who have chosen a life of poverty. Because you see online people who live in vans and they have this amazing van with all this setup and like flat screen television and a beautiful thing. But these people's vans are not like that. In this movie, these people's vans are are dirty or they're broken and they're
I don't know. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna have to disagree with you on your explanation there. I don't think it was like they chose to live in a life of poverty. It was kind of like I mean, on her case,
they
on her
chose
case,
to live a life of traveling to do this. This is something, like for example, all these jobs that these nomads do. They mentioned the Care Force in Amazon. They mentioned
one was like a park director or working for a park ranger ish.
Mhm.
One was doing fast food, like at a shitty
Wall drug.
restaurant.
Yeah, it's called wall drug.
Yeah. And all these different things. But the thing is, to me, is that these people had a life. They, for years, for decades, had a life, figured out where they wanted to be in life, and somehow each one of them had a story where that was taken away from them.
And then they found this new life.
Yeah, and this is the life that they went with because they're just like, oh shit, I don't want anybody. Nobody can take that away from them. Nobody can take their van, their RVs or whatever away from them.
As Neil explained in the description, a lot of the people in this movie actually are nomads, and I know that I did a little research on this. During the filming, Frances McDormand and David Strain at Harm, they both lived in a van during the filming of this.
I mean, I would see it. I mean, both of them are really good actors.
And I guess, man, without Frances McDormand, this movie is not near as good as it could have been. I mean, without her, it elevates it above good to great.
Dude, one of the facts of this movie, Frances blended in so well in the nomadic community that a local Target offered her an application for a job. Frances experienced the living in a van, took 4 to 5 months, covering 7 states. She adopted a lifestyle of being constantly on the move to make the movie seem more authentic, rather than just acting the scenes.
This movie is authentic. There's authenticity all throughout this thing. Frances McDormand, at one point, no point did I not believe her character. 100%, I was on board with it. And guys, this is okay. I explained it yesterday to my brother, talking about the between I Care a Lot and Nomadland. I Care a Lot was a fiction novel. It's a pulp fiction novel, right? This is like a poem, right?
Right.
That's how I explain this movie, because the plot's kind of like it's more of a study of Fern in this.
Here,
right?
this is the best way to describe this movie. Here,
Okay.
let me give you a good idea about this movie. Okay, I think this gives a good idea. When this movie began, when it started, I looked at my wife because we were both watching this together. Because I was like, "Look, this is going to be an emotional movie. This is going to be probably a really good movie. This is going to probably be Oscar buzz worthy movie."
100%, yeah.
Yeah, right. I looked at her and I said, "Right now, I am going to predict exactly how the end of this movie is going to end. And I bet you I'll still love this movie." And I told her exactly how the movie was going to end, and it ended exactly the way I predicted. But I still loved every moment of this movie. It's slow.
It's just slow. It has lots of long drawn out shots.
There's not a whole lot of conversation, but the points of conversation when they do have it has meaning, has like people trying to connect or people trying to find who they are in the crazy fucking world that they're in this crazy nomad life.
It's hard on the heart. It's heart-wrenching.
Yeah, it's hard. Like right now, I want to take every dollar out of my savings account and go donate it to these sons of bitches. Like I don't want to pay rent next month. Mortgage.
Yeah.
Sorry, I own a house now. It's weird.
It is weird. Like, I mean, you and I are both homeowners. These people, their home is their van. So if it breaks down,
I've done that.
You was in a van?
Well, I mean, kind of. I mean, you used to be in a band, but you never like really toured. You were just like playing in the area you lived.
Yeah,
right?
That's true. Yeah. We didn't have van.
So we toured.
It was 3 of our friends driving around with our instruments stuck.
So like sometimes I'd have like 4, 5, 6, 7, sometimes 8 guys in a van, in a cargo van, but still in a van traveling up and down the roads. So like to us, it was kind of the nomad life because we had a food burner that was right between the driver's seat that would, if somebody wanted to make some ramen noodles or some cans of soup, they're doing it like literally right next to the driver while he's driving down the road, and it's like, and it smelled like farts and sweaty socks. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and ball sweat. Yeah. So, but Nomadland, it's a really interesting movie. I'm actually, when I was looking it up, I paused it and I bought the book. So I'm gonna read the Jessica Bruder's book about Nomadland. In the next
when you're done, send that down to me. I'll be more than happy to read that.
Yeah, sure. And so, this was something that we've heard about probably for 6 or 7 months about talking about the buzz for this, and both you and I were super excited to hear this coming to Hulu. And so, we really, really, really like Frances McDormand, and she embodied this character of Fern so perfectly that I felt like I knew her, and I felt like I felt like I knew David.
And the thing is, the story is a real story.
Yeah, this stuff is real. Like, I know that Bob Wells, he's real, and you can watch his stuff on the YouTube.
Her story of a town that closed up.
Yeah, Nevada,
is a real
Empire,
story.
Nevada. Yeah, Empire, Nevada. You guys don't know, it was a town that made gypsum. Gypsum mine closed down, and they gave residents after 5 months to vacate their homes because everyone that lived in that town worked at that factory. And as of right now, that town no longer has a zip code because it's a ghost town. And I mean, it's really interesting to have ghost towns. That you see those all throughout Nevada too. I remember when I drove from Las Vegas to Reno, we went through a few ghost towns in the desert. And I wanted to stop and take pictures, but also I wanted to respect what was happening there. So, so here we are.
All right. So what's your
so give the quotes and I'll give my rating.
Oh yeah. There's not many quotes though. I just want to throw that out there because I didn't want to ruin any of the movie because of some of the stuff they say.
Yeah.
Home is just a word, or is it something you carry inside of you?
Mm-hmm.
What did you name your van? Vanguard.
Yeah.
I like work. I really like work. I need work. I don't know what that. Oh, this workhorse willing to be worked to death and set out to pasture. Paint because she takes me where I want to do. I created what I call the 10 Commandments of self-parking. Ladies, where are you going? Hawaii? Me, be the bitches of the Badland. We need to be the bitches of the Badland. Salute to the Earthship. And that's it. Like literally, that's all I got because there was not enough. I mean, a lot of the stuff they talk about is really deep and in depth, or it's something that kind of ruins the storyline, and I didn't want to do either one of those.
Yeah, I understand that for sure. There's a lot of things that you need to experience yourself to get the full impact of. Why don't you guess the audience score on Rotten Tomatoes? Oh, sorry. No, fuck that. I give my score first. It's a 4.5 for me.
Yeah, 4.5 for me too, man. This is, even though this is not going to be, this ain't your big action movie. This ain't your MCU. This ain't your nothing like that. This is one of those movies where you reflect on life and you're like, oh shit, I guess some stuff's going on in the world. Maybe I should reflect on that and figure out if there's a way I could help people out like that. And next time I go to an RV park, I almost want to take 10 bags of canned goods and just leave them there and be like, for the nomads.
Yeah, for the nomads. Okay, so you gave it 4.5. I did too. We both really like this movie. What's the audience score?
I feel like they're going to disappoint me on this one. I feel like it's going to be 58%.
It's a 78%.
Oh, 70. 70.
Yeah, 78.
78? Oh, damn.
Yeah. Audience says,
audience
says, hang in there with its slow pace and downward story. Frances McDormand is fantastic in this beautifully filmed drama may even help you appreciate your own life more. Okay,
That was beautiful.
so what is the critic score on this?
Naked Monkey.
I give a real number.
Oh, I don't know. I'm
This-
gonna say 85%.
94%.
Oh, damn! They got higher than I thought.
The critic's consensus is a poetic character study of the forgotten and downtrodden. Nomadland beautifully captures the restlessness left in the wake of the Great Recession. Yeah, this movie's fucking great. It's heartfelt, it's raw, it's authentic, and it's on Hulu. So if you guys have no excuse to not watch this movie, I remember I saw my boss yesterday just to catch up for a little bit, and he asked me about this, and I was like, he's like, "Is it worth watching?" I said, "100% worth watching." So yeah, this movie is fantastic. Because if you haven't seen it,
But it's a slow burn. You got to warn people
oh
about
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's
You
warm.
can't just be like, "This is such a great movie. You need to watch it."
It is a slow burn. It's slow, but also
slow
beautiful.
burn.
It's also beautiful though, and
Very beautiful movie.
so good job, Chloe. Good job, Francis. And I'm interested to see how this works its way in the culture we live in now. You know,
Right. And to be honest, I to be honest, both movies this week were just really good. Different on way different levels. Way different levels.
oh yeah,
Nomadland's not the kind of movie you'd turn on if you're like in a group of 10 people and you're like, "Hey,
Right.
let's watch an exciting movie." Like this is kind of a like, you and one other person would definitely have a good time. But it makes you think a little bit.
it does. It does.
And I totally predicted the ending at the beginning.
Yeah, that's Neil's takeaway is that he could predict the very minimal storyline for a movie that's not about storyline; it's about feeling. Like I said, a lot of movies are novels. This is a poem. You know.
Oh my God, I just noticed this. Okay, I know we're finishing up. So people have been commenting for some reason on my side. Their comments have not been coming through to us.
Are they can you read some of them? Yeah, no, let's do that after the episode.
Yeah, we'll do that afterwards. But for some reason, none of the comments that people have made, and it looks like they've made them on YouTube and Facebook Live,
Wow.
did not come through this week. And I apologize for that, everybody. That is not my fault. That is the fault of everybody that's out there in the world that runs YouTube.
Don't talk shit about the service we're using.
I'm not talking shit about anybody.
Okay, so
I'm just 100%. I see that where we're going. Some guy named Eargoth Grifton keeps commenting.
Do you want to go ahead and let's talk about what we're gonna watch next week? So next week we are finally getting to Woods 101.
We're doing B movies. It's all about the B movies, not any of the good movies that are coming out this Friday, but all B movies.
Are we doing Psycho Gorman and Willy's Wonderland?
Yeah, dude. Let's do it.
Right.
We're doing shitty B movies for no reason. Because you know what?
Are they shitty though? Are they shitty?
They're B movies. Whatever.
Okay.
I don't know if they're shitty or not. But to be honest, I just don't man, yeah, I'm ready. I'm gonna
So Willy's
go for
Wonderland is starring the good old Nicolas Cage, and Psycho Gorman doesn't really have people, but I'm really excited to talk about these movies next week. Because we were kind of serious this week, and we're gonna be hamming it up next week, right? So
you're gonna hand me out next week? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I did. Are you ready? Are you ready, dude?
Are you ready?
Fizz Online Movies Unstuck.net. We're on Twitter at MTS Podcast. We're on Facebook at facebook.com/Movies Unstuck Podcast. We're also on Instagram at MTS Podcast. We're on Patreon at patreon.com/Movies Unstuck. We also have a bonfire with, search our name and we should show up. Movies Unstuck.
Oh, we got t-shirts. I just made a new one that says wear your mask, and then it has all the masks like a luchador, Batman mask, hockey mask,
Hannibal Lecter
Silence of the Lambs, Scream. I thought it was cute.
We're on all streaming platforms. You either watch us on Facebook Live, YouTube. If you haven't, Hey man, if you're watching us on YouTube for the first time, go ahead and subscribe. If you're watching us on Facebook Live, just go to like there. And also, I want to mention, go on Spotify or SoundCloud and look up Jose, just Jose simply, no last name, and you should be able to find his stuff.
Name the song. Name the song though.
What's the name of the song? You got it down. Well, you do this because I know to talk.
Oh my gosh, Chris. Stop
Mhm.
asking me questions when I don't have stuff pulled up. You know I don't have anything pulled up. Your face is weird. I wonder how you'll be. I wonder how you'll be is a song by Jose. You know what? Go ahead and drop that as our back out. Let's make that our back out.
All right.
Thank you for listening to another episode of Movies Don't Suck and Something to Do. My name's Neil.
And I'm Chris.
And remember, people, when you're going down the road, being a nomad in this land, realize you got family and friends. Don't shy away. Hug them, love them, let them know who you are, and let them know how much you appreciate them in your life. Remember, tell them that you care a lot. Have a good night. All right, so now we're off the podcast, and we got one viewer still there. I don't know what happened, but it looks like somebody named Irgoth.
Todd Grifton.
Yeah, I know who he is, but I wasn't going to say it, on the podcast. So he was making comments to us on our public page, but for some reason, our chat wasn't allowing it for some reason. So I don't know if that's because I went out and came back in and then people came in or whatever, but I'll try to get that fixed for next week.
So Ertoth was saying great pod. He was saying that because you left. It was just me talking. So that's interesting.
Yeah. So
Matt says he sees it, or Ertoth says he sees it works.
Oh, it works now.
side.
Okay. Yeah. But I didn't see it earlier when we were talking and stuff. So that just sucks.
But I mean, I had a good time.
That was a good episode. We had a good time.
Yeah. So
I feel like we got naked.
Being who was watching didn't see us get naked.
No.
Yeah, it was a good week for movies, and I'm looking forward to next week too.
Oh, you're looking really forward to your B movies?
Yeah, man, I've seen them already.
Your Chris's B movie double feature?
Yeah. But yeah, we didn't really want to talk shit too much on the air of letting this dead air go, but yeah, man, it's I'm really glad to be back. I'm really glad to be back in the basement. Is all I'm saying.
The craft rooms wasn't doing it.
No, man, because the echo there is pretty bad because there's a wooden floor, but more so, I just miss my basement, dog. I'm glad I'm back.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, I don't know what I'm gonna do without you, Chris. I don't know. I'm just gonna make love to this microphone and act like it's you.
I love that.
Chris,
that mic.
How you doing?
That mic looks good on you.
I know. I haven't had a mic like this in years.
How do you like my mic?
Like
my
really
hanging
cool.
mic.
Your hanging mic. It reminds me of when I used to be, in a recording studio and record because it's up like a Motorhead has microphones.
Yeah, it's I'm not gonna say how much I spent on it, but it's pretty expensive. This mic's pretty expensive.
Yeah, this one is like, yeah. But I bet you I can. Let's see how this sounds. I want to see what it sounds like. Maybe send me the sound bit later. You ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Might have to turn the volume down in your headphones for this.
Okay.
I just want to do it once. Everybody that's listening, if you're still on, this is going to be really loud. I just want to try it once because I've never tried it in this microphone. You ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my Rodecaster, what it does is it equalizes so that it doesn't blow my ears out.
Nice. Can you
Yeah,
replay
so-
that?
I can't.
You
I
can
mean,
right
hold
now.
on.
Damn it.
Well,
Let's see if
yeah,
you can do
well,
it.
I
I want
don't
to hear what it
know.
sounds like. I never recorded myself actually, except for that YouTube video that's of me when I won money one night. Which that was rigged, by the way. I won a karaoke contest that was totally rigged because the guy who owned the bar wanted half the money, and he said,
Mhm.
"I'll make sure you win if you give me half the money."
Did you? So you have mine?
Yeah, the price was like 1,000 or 2,000. I can't remember what it was, and I gave him half.
Okay, so I cannot play that clip that you did. I can say I'll send to you later. Though. Send to you later. But yeah, that I think we're good. Even though I feel like I could talk to you for another couple hours.
Oh, always, duh, because that's just who we are. And I don't even
Mhm.
know who the two people are on. I know one of them is Matt. Who's the other person? Who do you think's the other person
I bet your
watching
mom.
us right now?
That's your mom.
No, it's from YouTube.
Oh, it's from YouTube.
Yeah, it's probably Matt and both of them.
It can't be Matt. No, I don't know who the YouTube person is. But yeah, if you guys want to say something, I think you can, and we'll say something. But if not, just want to sit here and sit
Yeah,
here and be like,
YouTube looks like it's working. For some reason, Facebook is the only one barely working. That's weird. I
Is this
quit.
is it down? Is Facebook down?
No, I don't know. Who knows what happened?
It's not showing on my end, you know. So who knows?
Probably because you made out with that guy.
Yeah, that must be it. Do you want to go ahead and all right, so
Hooked on a feeling.
I think we should probably head out of here before we start before we devolve into nonsense. Just so you guys know,
When I
check,
look into your eyes,
check our feed
like
on Monday,
a big pizza pie.
and there will be
That's
an edited version.
amore.
There'll be an edited version of this podcast. Means that you won't hear near screaming or singing over me or doing weird faces. It will just be pure audio.
There'll be a lot of editing. Chris is going to have to spend a lot of time to edit the fuck out of this.
This is when Neil fucks up quotes and have to start basically cut out the what. All right,
Hey, Billie Eilish has a documentary about her life in the last year.
she's what 17 years old, man. Like who gives a fuck?
19?
Whatever. You're good.
She's a great artist, dude.
I'm not saying she's bad. I'm just saying like wait to do a wait
I
to
mean,
do.
I'm always interested in seeing what it's like to be a pop star that goes from like nothing to like all of a sudden, 1,000 people want to knock down your front door. That's kind of fucked up.
It is fucked up. But yeah, we'll see you guys next week, 6:30, same time. We'll be talking about being
Same bat
Psycho
time,
Gorman.
same bat channel.
Yeah, Psycho Gorman and Willy's Wonderland. Right? And that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
All right, man. I'll see you later.
Love your face.
Bye, pal.